a continuance video of the Hunter tent system on top of the Dino cargo platform system. Is what I'm recording. I'm going to talk about the carriage. Lower, I illustrated this on this haystack sleeper as well as on the doghouse and barbecue box, the carriage system. This would be nice with the haystack sleeper with a 600-ish pound capacity, heavier. Was motorized with wheel double flanged wheels on the track with the glides that keep it from bouncing off track and keeps it pretty much as one with the rest of the truck. I used to install space savers, so I'm going with what I know, shelving solutions, with the carriage, where you'd have an electric motor. Of course, this would be a key fob remote that is got a drive sprocket to the motor that has a chain that goes to a wheel sprocket and a shaft that goes to the other wheel. So you have two drive wheels on the carriage system. Front and back proximity sensors. Here, here, and here. So if anything comes up within 6 inches, it automatically kills the motor. Is what my experience with Space Saver storage solutions. So you have that safety back and front proximity sensors. So if you hit the button to go backwards, it's going to go back beep, beep, beep until it hits within 6 inches of something and stop. Or if you wave your hand in front of it. Now you could edge it closer by keep hitting the button to get it to butt up against the wall or anything else. You could just hit it again, and eventually it'll run. But a kill switch will usually stop it within 1 inch or 2 inches. The cargo box haystack sleeper is so heavy, well, that the glide points in it would be probably mounted and not, you won't be able to remove them. So you probably slide in, that's why I have this notch out right here, that you slide it in. Through that notch and get the safety glide going. But you need that notch. And with the left and right, front and back, you would have a chalk stop or a bolted stop thing and some kind of actuator on the haystack sleeper that would automatically kill the switch of the motor once it hits that chalk stop on the front and back in position aligned with the wheels, so it just stops. And it doesn't, and the motor probably would have a safety feature where, you know, it's a low torque motor, but if you have a solar panel on top, that was walkable, the whole system could be independently powered by itself. You could have AC plug-in, 120 plug-ins too, to power things, but your battery solar inverter system could be hidden inside, gotta get that back, the carriage itself. So you would have the trap door here, but you'd be, if you're going through the roof, the cab of the roof or the Dino, you would have this carriage C-beam perimeter, along with the wheels that are going on the track. Double flange wheels with the glides that are just keeping it from moving at all. But you could have these sensors. The motor could be in there with a motherboard, and the batteries and the inverter for the solar on top could be stashed and hidden along the inside, partially the subfloor carriage along here, or however much battery power you would need. It'd be nice to get a lot in there so you could charge things, laptop or light, and have it independently self-sufficient, where you don't need to plug in. But you could also have auxiliary jacks going in there, either from your solar panels, your windbreaking solar panels that are in the front, charging up this system, or through your truck system, even with the solar panels, charging a battery system, a wire management system that is in or attached to the platform itself. Now, it's also thinking about a lockdown, a contingency lockdown for the modules, or at least for the haystack sleeper. Some kind of integration that has a device that is slip out, drop, locks into the pre-drilled holes into the track, and then locks. So you'd have some kind of latch system that would pop out, drop on all four corners or more so, and lock. So you'd have this pull, drop, and lock kind of system for travel configuration. Is a concept of some kind of solution to keep the thing locked down when you need it to be secured, especially in traveling. If you're braking and going, you would want that level of hard lock to a system like this. The lighter modules would have a smaller track, and it'd be nice to have a quick release from the track that has them roll and lock, but also you can unlock and relieve the carriage from the track and be able to lift up and set these on top for the lighter modules. And of course, I've been talking about these modules being heavy duty, or hopefully lightweight construction, where one person would be able to lift it. You know, you might have to remove appliances. If anything, it'd be nice if one person if you could remove the carriage, the boxes from the carriage and the appliances, and put the carriage up first and then put the box up, just to get it to be able to do one person, be able to do it. But those would be of a lighter thing, where you wouldn't have to lock in. You would have some kind of quick release to remove it, to release it from the track. But these would not I don't think these would be motorized. This also could be manual, but with the wheels, however it glides, you could have, even with this is a quick braking reel, so it doesn't roll too fast. If you try to pull on it too fast, it'll break. Just in case you don't want one of these modules coming at you. If you're silly and you park on an incline, you want to park on a level platform there. Now, the barbecue box layout is in the front, a double burner, 1, 2, which you cannot see, a double deep fryer, a prep area, and the grill oven like I have right here. It'd be nice to have 2 10-pound propane tanks that are just stored in there. It might be too small. Or you could have the big one like mine, one big one in the prep area stored. And then you might have to pull that out and put it on top. If it was all electric and you plugged in, that'd be great too. Gas or electric. And the weight system is what I was coming at with that whole module thing. Hopefully you'd be able to, 2 people could easily lift them, but it'd be nice to get them in a parameter where one person could lift these and get these on top. These are 6 foot wide by 2 foot by 2 foot tall ish. The elevations too. If you had a pop-up sleeper instead that had a track that was coinciding just like these with that bottom track, so you could stick up and roll them, But if you had a pop-up sleeper, because I noticed when I did the math, once I put these on, it hits the wall, the top of the wall. So you're right up there with the wall. This is 6 foot tall. Right here, it's about counter space height, custom, universal height right here, 4 footish. It being 6 inches, this being 3 foot, and then plus a little play with that. You're getting a kitchen counter height here. But what I wanted to do was have it elevate, which it does and spins 360, this platform, so it might be a little bit taller than what it looks like. But that scissor lift system that is on with this right here, I was hoping to be able to get up and install, get up and elevate it to where you can actually utilize the doghouse hole entry and put a dog blanket or a dog pad, sleeping pad, underneath the elevated barbecue box when you're not using it. So you would have that, the dog would have an ability maybe to put a step ladder to get up and go into his doghouse or sleep in that cozy dog pad in front of the doghouse. But you would have had that extra counter space too as well. But the proportions got to a point of that. But if you did have a canvas pop-up tent that dropped and actually was stable enough to hold these, you could have that pop-up tent dropped at this elevation and be able to do that. Have this elevated to this point and have the doghouse down here on top of it and the pet pad, and the dog would be able to use the doghouse if you had a pop-up tent, because the pop-up tent is another module that could be I'm going to talk quickly about the swivel of the because I already addressed that. I added 2 swivel points in the flume. I know the flume is probably too low. You probably want it up here so you could clear the futon and some other stuff and get that up out of the way. But 2 swivel points right here and up here, so you could swivel this up and out to access the panel of the haystack sleeper. Right there and right there. And plus this is loose fabric, so you're probably not going to have too much trouble sewing out by grabbing both hands. It's a smaller wood stove. It would be nice to have a cooker on top to boil a kettle of water or heat up some SpaghettiOs. It'd be nice to have a little bit bigger than the smallest of wood stoves. But you still could be able to lift it up and spin it out, whether you got a fire going without burning yourself. Just be careful and swivel that out, and you could access this panel. I didn't want to put it on a dino system back here. I wanted it on a solid platform. And by the way, the platform forward with the overthing is 7 foot. This is 4. This is a 1.5 foot distance, and this is 1.5 foot of wood stove to the dino right here. Behind that is the 3 footish dino, here to here ish, and then the 5 foot rear platform, here to here, 5 foot by 6. The whole thing's 6 foot wide. I'm going to pass on that. I did show the illustration of the open panel and trapdoor in a previous video. I could show it to you real quickly again.